Welcome back to game time again. Yes, it's happening again. We're gonna see this again. We're gonna see it for a long time. Try not to go hunt it so I can actually hear it. Writing's best. I'm gonna keep writing till I die. And don't get ahead of yourself. Sorry, I have a getting through something. We're dropping it more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times setting a pattern and I it's so hard to be pessimistic. She was the one being slightly pessimistic there. Is this guy trying to be pessimistic? Because I don't. Okay. Hi again, butthole. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. Look, it's just not going bad. Actually, it's going bad. I won't take that. What's wrong? Happy that you're playing yourself. I'm all alone in this room, so like no one's out here to like freaking do anything else funny. So I'm laughing at my own jokes. Maybe soon you come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. I'm not Mozart. You'll never know. Want to know what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I got my phone to Monica. Alright. Pretty good. What do you think of Sayari? I think the other one you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. What the frick does that mean? It's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. I mean, you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Of course I do. Then again, I don't believe you're just being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just, I'm just teasing. Stop. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but you're gonna have to hear super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. Natsuki doesn't deserve any time from me, and you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? No, something like that. I was just getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. This is going really slow compared to just like me clicking through everything. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. Anyway, you wanna read my poem now? I got one turn out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. Oh, I know this one's from Game Grumps. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaningless noise. Cacophony means noise, and a lot of it. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, consine, tangent. Like playing on a chalkboard of turnable. Like playing a chalkboard on a turnable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. And endless poem of meaningless. Blowed me. God, I gotta save a screenshot of that, man. Rouge can still continue while I take a screenshot of this. Alright, let's save it. Let's just save it as loadme.png. Oh my god. I didn't double click on that. I'm gonna drag the mouse, I don't know. Is there more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space it works totally changes the poem. Oh, it's like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's not hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes when asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. But putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's my concerning tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You'll never know, you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? Nope, but the game. I'm gonna save. I'm not even talking about. My advice for today. Thanks for listening. Think to Monica's weird comment. I perceive that this game, something's gonna happen. And my speech change is gonna. That's you next, right? Hmm. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't say it's really any better either. Phew. Not if you what? All I think doesn't train well, I'll take as a win. I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. And what makes you... Wait, maybe that's a compliment? Good to see someone recognizes my experience. That's a key. You're like, what, 14? Well then, keep practicing and maybe be good as me someday. That's someone told me not to completely miss the point. I'm thinking of it. This doesn't reminds me of Cigarette's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah. Well, I guess if you've been friends with her so long, you might be on the same wavelength. I mean, it really struck me as her type. Sorry, has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, yeah, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? She's like she's dragging down a dead weight. Ugh, it's a little unnecessary. Think of it this way: if it weren't for me, she would probably have flown away. By the way, just like landing over a balloon. You said we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Uh, I guess I'll show my poem here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she hit the chorus, the heart would pound to listen to the words. But she likes spiders. And that's why I'm not friends with her. One time I'm really bad. Amy helped me up to my nerves. Tried to let her touch me. She likes spiders. Her hands are probably gross. I'm not friends with her. I don't like spiders, but I'm fine if you like spiders. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What are friends that like spiders too? I'm not friends with her. Doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. Doesn't matter if she keeps it private. Doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. And the world's better off with those spider lovers. I want to tell everyone. Not bad, right? Quite a bit longer than yesterday's. This is way too short. I was warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward of this poem. Oh, God. I did have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone who reads this poem is an ignorant jerk. An ignorant jerk, huh? Like you, maybe? Don't people like that? Of course, that's how everyone thinks fine. That doesn't matter. It could be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Tell me that you're afraid if people find out, they make fun of you or they less of you. Well, it just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. But I do best, after all. No, what you do best is yell at people. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, just not just feel. Remember that? I want people to think, just not feel. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, so look forward to it. I won't. I'm gonna quick forget. Which I show what's going to do next? Yuri, because there's no one left. See what you're rooting for today. Well done, butthole. The skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Probably means a lot. Eh? It's nothing. I'm just happy to inspire fellow writers. I know you do this, so don't worry so much if it seems like I don't know what's read. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain around like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. It's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. But I don't want to open my entire brain and look inside it. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem for today? Here nods timidly hands me her poem. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scaring of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as a wandering human. As 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 an unordinary human, I couldn't read that. It's like, why is that A so long? I was like, oh wait. Yeah. Get the raccoon appears in my bread. My subconscious, well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon is fed will always come back for more. I accidentally clicked. Wait. Oh my god! I accidentally clicked out of it. I don't even know what poem this is. Oh, I'm so stupid. How did I do that? I could go back and load, but I don't want to do that. I don't feel like doing that. A little more dynamism than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what the poem's about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. In the poem, the canvas which expects wild, vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Hear that, guys? You hear that? Yeah, if I take it as if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think something that different people can relate into their own way. I just wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So sometimes I can enjoy writing about. Oh, that's funny. Didn't Eskiels write something about that? About him being ridiculed for a strange interest? She did? Yeah. Talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. Does she really feel that way? Yeah. Looks like you two have that in common. Well, that's interesting. But I don't like her. To me, she seemed like a person who would make fun of my hobbies. I guess that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Who knows who said that? Don't worry, I have no reason to. Actually, I have one reason to. I'm bored. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have an extra plan today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. It's about a festival? Well, sort of. We're gonna have to do something for the festival. We can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll end up embarrassing each other and getting new members. Yeah, that's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well last minute preparations. I press the Windows button again. Don't worry so much. I'm gonna keep it simple, okay? We don't need we don't need much more than a few decorations. Zuri has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually gonna be doing for the event. I'm sorry, you've heard about it already. I'm gonna be performing. Monica. Yeah, we're gonna be having a poetry performance. Each of us are gonna choose a poem to recite during the event. The cool part is we're also gonna let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori is putting it on the poster in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Hee hee hee. Sayori's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Alright, of course she is. As you can see, she's holding up an invisible one. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't understand putting posters up, did you? I did. Do you think it's really that bad of an idea? Oh no, it's not a bad idea. I didn't set up for this, you know. No, there's no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. Of course she does. Of course she does. Wait, why would she? She hates Natsuki, right? Everyone does, though. So, I don't know, I'm just bored. I can never in my life do something like that. Imagining he shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori. I don't know where that comes from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri watched that poem and it was anyone told just a couple days ago. It was a lot to ask to have the poem allowed to a whole room full of people. I kind of overlooked that. I'm so sorry. something whole history. That's how we're looking at school. I'm sorry, Natsuki. But I still think we should give it our best. When I'm talking for the fate of this club. And if we start the event and each put on a good performance, then let's part others to do the same. And show more, and the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! And about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons why we're on the club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that you brought here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if it all takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and writing a poem, I know you can do it. As you can, Yuri remained silent. Sarah was worried. If there's no choice, I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think Sarah and Monica have been trying hard to get new members. At least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess let's have to get it over with. All right. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. Oh, Yuri. You're going to take the answers around the room for everyone of the respective faces. That's why I don't have a choice. And that's everyone. It's the best, Yuri. Oh, search will be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. Jesus, I've been sitting down for some time. Like I just woke up, so like my body is like not working right now. What time is it? It's 11:16 minutes. Alright. Come on, the main event. I want each of you to the poem of yours. We're gonna practice reading them in front of each other. There's no way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, you can't recite a poem in front of the club. How do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh, don't worry. I'll start off and help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to find a specific poem she has in mind for herself. What do you say behind the poem? The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins writing her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. They're amazed. And then Monica calls me out, saying, "Why aren't you paying attention to me?" You're hearing the take expression on her face, and I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. Chorus applaud. Monica takes a deep breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Yuri? I'll go next. Yuri's not up all of a sudden. Yuri closes the sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over the podium. The poem is called Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You know Yuri. It's called After Image of Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. A moment ago, she apparently refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. Almost like what happens when Yuri is absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in a structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. It must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed in her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and looks around her as she bewildered even herself. Like, let us make through the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. No, we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were so caught off guard we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem into her chest and runs back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. I was like, Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess it's me next then. Sarah hops out of her chair, she walks to the podium. This one is called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Hehe. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Trying to think of other people. You might reply that to yourself, like in front of a mirror in your own head. Your poems will come up best that way. I see, I see. Okay then, Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, like her soft voice is made as a perfect match. A poem, a poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori's. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice, has a whole new meaning. Maybe that's what Sayori meant by when she means she likes my poems. It's like I get to read more and more deeply into someone than I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Of course you did. Good job, Sayori. Even butthole liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? What does that even mean, huh? uh, okay, but that's Sayori. The atmosphere of your poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't understand. In other words, I've seen poems like yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. It might need a little more force behind it, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. Of course you have. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Then the next time I pick a poem that challenges you a little more. You don't have that much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? I'm gonna go before butthole. It's not like I can compare it to you guys anyway. My butthole over everyone's standards a little bit before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. Not much I have a selection of what to read. Let's go what I wrote for today. I stand up and step from the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Because I thought it's actually copied my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. I press Windows again. By that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway, so I'm not really as good as anyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more your lack of confidence in writing. That's something that I'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Sit. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and I through the poem. The poem is called, They're all looking at me. They're presenting. And the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. When she steps aside in the poem, our attitude disappears a little. Once she's still a little unenthused, the poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style and we're surprising moments spoken aloud. I'm bored and I'm done for today.